everyone. Welcome back to the Faces of LX SE show. Today, we bring you another outstanding portfolio project highlight. Meet Hamza and Ajwad and one other teammate who wasn't able to make it, but nonetheless, they're going to, represent him. They were brought to me by a mentor again for having a very outstanding team project. This is going to be our first portfolio project team interview. So I've usually done a lot of interviews, and most people tend to say they struggle a lot in, having group rapport, because some people tend to do more work and others tend not to do it. Some people just hate group work. But look at us, we have a group here that has actually been the best or among the best in its cohort. And I guess we have a lot to learn from them. So let me not talk too much. My name is Terry Nafula. I'm your host. Please meet our speakers for today, Hamza and Ajwad. Please tell us a few things about you today.
So I'm Hamza Dili. I like programming and software engineering. I started programming since I was 15 years old. I used to write scripts for gaming and the making video games and other stuff. So I learned programming. And I got into it. I really liked it. So I spent times and times, and I stopped programming and I get into it. And I found out about ILX and I joined. So I met great people, and I learned a lot through the process. So that's all.
Okay. So I am Ajwad from Libya. My story is a little bit different. Actually, I'm a physical therapist. In the university, I only joined software engineering because it was somewhat of an easy field, so I can focus on my work as a physical therapist and on learning in general. Then I got hooked into programming. Actually, how I got introduced to ALX. So in one of the classes in the university, one of my peers just mentioned the program, and he was thinking that no one will actually take a full year out of his time to do this. But here I am now, and actually right now I am I graduated maybe 2 weeks ago from the cohort 17.
All right, this is really great. It's great to know you guys. So we all know that you're here because you guys had an amazing portfolio project that you guys did together. I have a question. Did you guys choose to work as a team, or was it required of you to do it?
No, actually, we chose. Go ahead.
Okay, we chose to get in the team. I know Ajwad from a friend of mine. So he told me about the projects, and we started thinking about it and getting more ideas, and we eventually did the projects, and it was good.
Okay, so how did you guys first? Please go on, Ajwad.
Yeah, actually, we agreed to do the project maybe just right after the first portfolio project. Mm-hmm. So we agreed that I will be doing the back-end part and he will be doing the front-end part, and we will be working together.
Okay, how did you guys trust each other to show up? You guys you guys were friends outside this, or you just saw that you just believed that you guys were all going to be really good at what you do?
Actually, maybe at the beginning we know each other from a friend. This friend of ours is actually deferred, and he's not the original plan that we will be doing the project, all the three of us together. Then he deferred, but we got linked from this our friend. And
okay.
I saw his work in the front end, and it was good. It actually looked very nice. So I am back end. I don't know anything about the time.
Yeah.
So it was very good idea to do this.
Okay. So tell us about your project. How did you come down to the idea of the project you did? What was it? For our listeners who may know nothing about it. Yeah. Oh, you can.
I'm gonna let Ajwad Sarka.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Ajwad because he got the idea. I just developed honestly.
Okay.
So actually, the original plan that we wanted to do something useful, something that can help people, and people will use it. because
Yeah.
in both of our previous projects we did a project and we put like a lot of work into both of them, and at the end once we are done with the project it's just like no one will ever use it, and we just ditched the entire project. So at the moment, or for this project, we wanted to do something that actually will people find helpful and use it. So we the final like the final idea was like a Visual Studio Code clone that can be run in the terminal or in the sandboxes, because all of the ALX like learners have struggled or used the sandboxes, and it's kind of annoying to deal with. First, it's just like a command line. You can't use your mouse, and you have like to memorize all the commands. And besides that, there's like some delay between when you are typing and when this will appear or when this will appear in the command line. So it was annoying, and we tried to find like a solution for this. So we made like a web application. The backend was originally made with the Node.js. Then we switched it to Go to make it like compatible with all the versions of the sandboxes, and the front end was made with React.
Okay, that must have been really cool. So, what are the few hardships you faced while carrying out this project? Much as you guys are among the best, I'm sure you guys had to overcome a few challenges. Hamza, would you want to tell us a few of them?
There was like a lot of challenges. Like one of them, like just working in a team and getting like ready for making like changes and other stuff. So Ajwad like does the back end and I do like the front end. So we have like a different task, but in the same time one task, you know.
Yeah.
It was like it was kind of hard to collaborate and make it work, but we made it like at the end.
Ajwad, anything else you guys probably had as a challenge?
It was mainly like besides the like collaborating, because I was from the start of the like the ALX program till now I was mainly working by myself. Maybe sometimes only like in the projects that you are forced to peer with someone, and besides that I only go by myself. But this time it was enjoyable. I mean, because the last time when you are working with yourself, you just by yourself, you have to worry like about a lot of things. You will be like under a lot of pressure, and you will not have time to make everything just exactly how you want it. But like that, when we split it, in each one of us is like focusing in one part. Maybe you have like to compromise some things to make it like work with each other. But overall, I think we made the idea or the vision that we have in our mind just exactly how we imaginated it.
Okay, so you guys clearly now know that you did really well in your portfolio project. But what do you think was the thing that made your project very outstanding? This is for Alana, Alana who is like listening in and they want to know, what probably made you guys stand out? Oh, like as Alana, I did this really well, or we did this in our project and I know this was actually really good. What do you think that was for your project? Do you think it was just the idea? Was it the front end? Was it like just tell us, what do you think it is?
So it was like the idea. The idea is like hard to do, like to think about it and to make it work. It was like very hard. Like when we showed like our project to like people and they get like very excited to try it and work with it, because the Interact doesn't have like a text editor to work with. So we did just have like a terminal text editor, like a Vim and Emacs and the other text editors. So we made it like something you can interact with, like something you can click and create folders and other things that you do in VS Code. It's like similar to VS Code. It was like a great idea to make it work, and that's all. I think
that's
Ajwad can tell you more about it.
Okay, so Actually, at the beginning, we thought that it was a good idea, but didn't know how exactly it will go, or will we even able to like execute it how we imagined it. So we started at the beginning. We didn't like. I was working in the back end, and he was working in the front end. Like in somewhat in the middle, when I saw the front end, I was like, this is going to be like a good idea. This is going to be easy to use because the UI is, you can say that is pretty familiar. It's exactly the same as Visual Studio Code, which is something that most of the learners or most of the programmers have used. And besides that, when we tried to like to reach some of the mentors before even like doing the interview, and we like shared it to the learners and peers. When we saw how they reacted to it, we realized that we made something good.
Okay, that's really cool. That's really cool. So what was your best part of working in a team? I'm actually quite curious. What's something you feel like you wouldn't have done unless you guys were actually working as a team? Or like a benefit of three people coming together to work on this?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for me, it's like it's exactly the same as before. I hate front end. Even besides that, I hated it. I'm very bad at designing, and you can say that design is a big part of the app. You can have like a functional app that can be good and does everything, and if it looks bad or it's hard to use, it will not be like no one will use it, or no one would think it's as good as it actually is. So
Yeah.
the best part that I don't really need to care about doing front end.
Okay, and Hamza?
Yes.
Oh, I'm guessing yours is
So
you
I like it. No, I like it like front end, and I was excited to make it work. So we had like a lot of complicated stuff to make and a lot of things to do. So I had like a great experience doing that, and I learned a lot from like Ajwad and things. He did like things in the front end that I wasn't like trying to do, and he did it like well, better than me, and he did like well, and that's all. I think.
Okay, that's really, really cool. I think something that's very unique about the group you guys have is I've never seen people who actually want to work as a group. And I think collaborating and being able to get everyone to do their best has always been everyone's biggest hurdle. So they prefer to work alone, like Ajwad had said earlier. So I actually think a bigger achievement is you guys pulled off something together. And oh yes, did you have moments of clashing where one of you thought you should go this way and the other wanted to do this? And how did you get around that?
Yeah, we had a lot of
You guys
problems
are
about
laughing,
this.
so you probably did.
Yeah, we had like a lot of when the time is not like too long to work. We had like a very short time to make the project, and we had like working like all the day. And
Yeah.
sometimes sometimes it gets like complicated, you know.
Yeah, so it was mostly because we have like maybe like 11 days to do the project, and it's not like a small project that you can do in this time window. So
Yeah.
as the times came short, we was like we got like a couple of things that is still left, and we was just like who going to do this? And in most of the time, like when someone argues with anything about anything, the other person will be just, you can just do it by yourself.
Yeah.
So it was not like it. But it went well at the end.
It went well at the end. It went well at the end. Okay, so what would you tell Alana who is reaching this point of the project or of their program? What's something you've learned that you wish you knew when you were just starting off at this portfolio project phase that you would tell someone else to make life easier for them?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say much. Just keep going and do your best. That's all, I think.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think like before going into the project itself, you have like to have a clear vision about what you are planning to do. How are you going to do it? Like you cannot just go and jump in without like having a clear plan to do this, because most of the time you may end up with something that it's not even doable, or maybe you don't have like the skills or the time to do this. So just have a clear vision about what you are planning to do. And the other thing, in Alex or in most of the things, try to do things because you want to learn them, just because you are told to do them. There's a big difference between when you are doing something because you are told to do. Because when you are told to do, you will not you will not put much thought in it, and you will not even, maybe like even after a few hours when you are done, you will not even like memorize or remember what you have done. So try to put as much time and thoughts in everything or every task that you do.
I just wanna add something to, yeah, like you don't be scared to do something like out of the box, try something new. Like me and Ajwad, when we did start the project, it was like impossible to do it. But in the end, we like achieved what we were supposed to do. So just do the thing. If it didn't work, it will work next time.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
and actually, at the beginning of the project, we like the first day, I was like, I will try to test as much as possible and check if this is doable or not in terms of like setting up everything in the sandbox. And we had like a plan B. If this didn't work, we have like another project that we are going to do. So always have a plan B, or even C if like if you pick like a very hard topics.
okay. Yes, that's true. Have like a plan B or C. True, true, true. All right. And what's the biggest lesson you've learned throughout your LX journey? Because I understand you guys are graduated. You actually graduated, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you graduated. So what's your biggest life lesson in this program? Something you learned that you're really grateful to LX for?
Like it was like something I really like about ILX. It's like always get some better people around you, like get people that know stuff and understand people that you can like learn from, and you can like make friends and learn from them. That's like the main thing I learned. Like that's all I learned, I think.
Thank you.
Like
As
making
well.
good friends.
Yeah, I will talk mostly like about the technical part. Actually, what Alex told me that you can just learn about anything that you, even if you don't like know, even the little things about anything, you can just take from your time and learn it. Actually, because like in this project, at the first attempt that we made is the backend was made of Node.js, and you can say like maybe in like 5 days or 6 days in the project, it was like the Node.js and Express is taking way too long for something to be this is interactive or this useful. So I switched to Go. I learned about Go in like all of it in one day, and the next day I was building the project again from the ground up in Go. I don't think this will be. Yeah, I don't think, even if it's doable, I don't think that I will. Before Alex, I will think that this is doable or I can do it. But yeah, I mean, anyone in a program know that they only just give us one day to learn about SQL. So yeah, you can basically learn about anything in very like short time.
That's very true. That's very true. The human mind is capable of doing a lot of things if it makes up its mind to do them. Yes. And one last question. Now that you guys are done, what's your big dream? Like, what do you want to do with the skills you have? Like, before you go, what do you want the world to remember you for with the skills that you have?
Yeah, for me, I just want to build like my own things, like make a software company or something like that. Like just I'm gonna start like online and get like big with time.
Okay, that's a nice dream. Yes, it is.
Okay, besides what he said, it's like exactly what he said. But for me, I want like to land one of the jobs that you can say it's not doable. Let's say for most of us, you cannot like just maybe sometimes or not, you can think that you can land one like a good job in one of the biggest tech companies. So this is my goal, to land a job in one of the biggest tech companies.
Being which one?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Maybe like any any of the
Any
big
of them.
companies that, yeah, any of them. It doesn't really matter, but mostly like the fan companies, something like that.
Okay. That's really cool. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me for this interview today, and for every piece of wisdom you've shared with everyone here. Thank you for doing hard things. Thank you for shining, and yeah, have a great day and a great future ahead of you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Right, thank you.